because she was really tall, and I, normally I'm much taller than this, but back then I wasn't. And she really scared me, following me home and yelling at me and threatening me and stuff. And my mother said, "Let me teach you how to throw a right-hand punch." And by God, she taught me to throw a right-hand punch, and the next day when the girl started doing that, I turned around and whomped her in the stomach. And she fell to the ground and never bothered me again. That's a cool mom. I didn't understand till years later how much it had cost her to believe in me as much as she did and to give me the freedom she did, because she and my dad raised me to believe that I could be anything. If I wanted to be a nuclear physicist, I could. If I wanted to be president, I could. Whatever I wanted to be, they taught me that that was absolutely possible. What a gift to give a child. It wasn't until I was in my 20s that I learned that my mother had never had that. She came from a family of immigrants, and when she said that she wanted to go to college, they laughed. And so she put my uncle, her brother, through college. And then she put my father through college. And then she put my brother through college. And she never got to go. And all her life she thought she was stupid because she didn't have that degree. She was stricken with multiple sclerosis when I was in my 20s. And it soon became apparent that she wouldn't work anymore. And I became desperate to find a way to keep her going. So I suggested she go to college. And my brother and I found a school called Goddard up in Vermont, where she'd only have to be on campus for 1 week a year. And so off she went. And 14 years later, she had her degree. And to the day that she died, it hung up on the wall, next to a picture of her children, where she could see it from the wheelchair, because those were her great accomplishments. When she died, I wanted to honor her memory. And I said to my partner, wow, I would really like to do something for her. And Pat said, why don't you endow a college scholarship at Goddard? And I said, that's wonderful. Whose money should I use? And she said, this is 1998, she said, you know that internet thing you're always telling me about? Why don't you hold an auction? So we, my friend Michael, who was a coder, and I held the first internet auction, really, before eBay. We couldn't take credit cards. We had people send cash or checks. We put up 300 items you can still see on my website. Pictures of me and Billy Joel and Bruce Springsteen when we were working together in our teens. First drafts of songs like at 17. We raised $73,000. And so we were able to endow a scholarship. People kept sending me money, saying this is for the scholarships, and I kept saying there are no scholarships, and finally we formed the Pearl Foundation, named after my mom. It's a tax-deductible, charitable, 501c3 IRS-approved organization. And what happens to the merchandise money is, at the end of the year, we see what profit we made. And it's true profit. We don't get salaries. All the work is done by me and my partner and volunteers. I love trains. And we endow a scholarship at various schools. Right now we're in the middle of working with Berea in Kentucky and Warren Wilson in North Carolina. And as of this Christmas, when we make our year's donation this year, we will actually have given away $660,000 in scholarship. So what I say to people at the shows is, you don't have to buy something to get something signed or say hello after. This is not baseball. But there's a tip jar. 100% of that money goes straight into the Pearl Foundation. So if you've got loose change in your pocket, you're not going to spend it. 87 cents, what will that buy you now? Half a stamp. Throw it in the tip jar every year. Nickels, dimes, quarters, dollar bills raise $5,000 for that jar. Woody Guthrie's mother was also sick for much of his life, and his daughter Nora sent me an unfinished song. She'd known my mom. And she said, I think this song and you were meant for each other. If I could only hear my mother sing again, if I could close my eyes and hear your voice as then, all the friends and family would sing along with me, and they would set your spirit free. In my heart I hear you sing again, and every note's as natural as then. When I sing those songs to family and friends, in my heart I hear your voice again. I know the troubled times that turned your hair to gray, and all the tears and sorrows followed to your grave. But deep within the heart of hunger, there were always melodies that passed from you to me. In my heart I hear you sing again, and every note's as natural as then. When I sing those songs with family and friends, in my heart I hear your voice again. In my heart I hear you sing.